Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to ignore the books and talk about the booktubers because I've got 5 channels to recommend that I really enjoy that I think you might enjoy too. So it's been a while since I've done a shout out and I wanted to do one to call out 5 content creators that I really enjoy, putting out content for fantasy and sci-fi and other genres of books as well, more than you will find on this channel here, where I'm very much focused on the fantasy with a small amount of sci-fi thrown in there. In the past, my channel has definitely benefited from bigger channels shouting me out, and every so often I like to pay that back by shining a light on some smaller channels that I enjoy and that I feel deserve to be in front of a bigger audience. So channel shoutouts are definitely a help. One other shout out that I really want to do that I don't do enough on my channel, I realise, is to the wonderful patrons who support my channel and are really instrumental in the plans that I have for the channel going forwards, especially looking at new equipment to help me continue to put out regular content for you. So thank you so much to everyone past and present who has supported the channel that way, and if you'd like to join these lovely patrons, you can as always find the link in the description box below this video. With that said though, let's go and have a look at some great content creators. So the first creator I want to shout out is actually a duo. You're getting 2 for 1 here. This is Tony and Kate at AnEruditeAdventure. I've been following this channel for a long time and I really like how you get a joint dynamic in here because you've got a brother and sister team offering you twice as many thoughts and opinions on the books that they read. If you're a fan of Tolkien, you can find a lot of great content here as well, especially as Tony at the moment is going through the Rings of Power TV show, and I always like it when you get someone who knows what they're talking about providing their thoughts on a show like this in both spoiler and non-spoiler flavours. Another thing I like about this channel is Tony and Kate live in Alaska and they'll occasionally share some of the gorgeous scenery around there as well as they take you book shopping or do a vlog out camping or something along those lines. So it's really nice to see that on a really great channel. Next up, I'd like to highlight Mari from BookReadingCoffeeDrinking, which is another channel I've been following for a good amount of time. And although Mari's reading tastes are definitely a lot more eclectic than mine, as to be honest, quite a lot of people's are, because mine is very narrow focused, she reads a good variety of books, but including a nice selection of fantasy in there as well. One of the things that I really love about her channel is even if our tastes aren't quite aligned, I will still watch a review for a book that I'm not actually interested in reading myself because I love to hear her thoughts, and she cracks me up in basically every video with her sometimes very brutal honesty in what she's saying. The third channel I'd like to shout out is Chris from AFictionalEscapist. This is a relatively new channel, at least to me, and I really appreciate the content going in here. One of the highlights for me of my channel is the self-published books that I focus on, and Chris also has an affinity for self-published fantasy. So this one out of the 5 channels I'm shouting out today is probably the most closely aligned to myself in terms of the reading taste, but of course Chris also reads outside of the genres that you'll generally see on my channel. This is another channel that makes me smile quite a lot because Chris is a really funny guy and I love the confidence that he has in allowing his vulnerabilities to come through rather than hiding them away. And as well as plenty of book hauls and reading vlogs, you'll find plenty of humour in terms of outtakes and bloopers for this channel as well. Next up is Robin from bookendsandbiscuits, and this is a channel that I really like for the sci-fi aspect. Robin is one of 2 channels that I go for my sci-fi recommendations. If you want sci-fi recommendations that don't just focus on the mainstream, this is the channel for you. And of course Robin has also got a much wider taste profile than I have, with her channel also focusing on crime and of course fantasy. And the last of my quick shout outs is to Owen of the channel Owen Edwards, the purveyor of classic fantasy and RPG reviews. If you like your Tolkien interspersed with Spelljammer, this is definitely the channel for you, and I really love how Owen is another SFF content creator who doesn't just focus on the same thing as everybody else. He also has an interesting series on his channel where he collaborates with his friend Abby and corrupts her tastes as he introduces her to fantasy. So there's 5 very quick shout outs to channels that I enjoy. The links to these are all in the description box below. Go check these guys out, have a look at some of their videos, and if you like the content they produce, show them your support by subscribing to their channels as well. If you want to look at all the different ways that you can support this particular channel, as always you can find all the links to my social media accounts in the description box below this video as well, along with a link to my book club Discord and my Patreon. That's it for today though. I hope you've enjoyed this look at some of the great content creators you can find out there. I'll hopefully see you in the next video sometime soon, but until then, as always, take care of yourselves, read some good books. Bye for now.